What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant, and you're watching Sub Urban Nerd. This is a channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to start today off with Death Talk. And no, not Death Note, the series, Netflix series that came out over the weekend, some Death Talk. Director William Toby Hooper, who was born in 1942, died at the age of 72 over the weekend. Oh, actually 74 over the weekend. You probably don't know his name, but he revolutionized the horror genre in general. He directed the Poltergeist and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Before that, the way the horror movies were, they were crap. But after the movies that he came out with, it just changed the game changer. So it made everyone step up their game. So sorry, he will be missed. The next death we're talking about actually happened it basically happened in the 80s. But we're not celebrating him dying, we're celebrating his living. So we're celebrating, what's his name? Jack Kirby. We're celebrating Jack Kirby. And most of the, comic book nerds, you people like us, we know who Jack Kirby is. But for the people who kind of watch this and just kind of getting into this nerd thing, I'm going to break it down for you, what Jack Kirby's done. Jack Kirby is the creator of Thor, Fantastic Four, Captain America, Hulk, Darkseid, New God, Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf is the guy with the horns that you saw kind of in the end credit scene with the Batman vs Superman with Lex Luthor, the hologram with the 3 cubes spinning. Yeah, that's Steppenwolf, and Darkseid is the guy that he works under. Then you got Silver Surfer, Galactus, Iron Man, Magneto, Professor X, Black Panther, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Groot, Doctor Doom, and my favorite guy of all that he created, Mother effing Nick Fury. Damn right I said it, and I'll say it again. So I gotta do that every time something happens to be with Nick Fury. I just gotta get that voice out. Sorry, that's me. But that's about it. There wasn't much news going on today. I searched, there really wasn't. But I'm gonna go over the box office and then bring up a little something a little bit later. So the box office, starting from first place to fifth. Hitman's Bodyguard at 10.05 million in its second week. So not that good. So the next one was Annabelle Creation at 7.35 million, making a total domestic rounding to about 77.88 million, which is really good for, horror flick. You've got Leap, the animated movie I talked about on Friday. It made only 5.01 million. Wind River, which it made $4.41 million. Overall, domestically, it made $10 million. And then in fifth place, you had Logan Lucky, making $4.36 million, dropping 42.5% in its second week. Overall, domestic, $15 million. This week was crap, as far as movies go. Like, I looked, and this was the lowest weekend since 2001 in September. This is the lowest it's been in 16 years. So with all 12 movies combined, they didn't even break 50 million. It made 49 million. So this is where I actually wanted to break it down. I think, and this is just my opinion, but I think it might have, even though the movies weren't all like, prime pickings, I really do think the Mayweather and, McGregor fight made a dent in it. I do think, because at $100 million per pay-per-view, everybody wanted to see this fight. I saw the fight. And if you guys want to check it out, I made a video basically breaking down how McGregor had no chance of winning whatsoever. I broke down the stats, the weight of his gloves, everything. I broke it down because there was no way he was going to win that. But that's my opinion. If you guys thought he was going to win, that's on you. But hopefully you didn't bet on that. But I do think it actually affected the box office. The Mayweather fight did affect the box office because even if people went to see the movies on Friday, the Saturday got demolished because everybody went to see the movie. Like, they're not going to spend that money to go see a movie while everyone's going to go to fight. So those are a bunch of people. So my comparison that I'm going to break is the Avengers movie. the Avengers 2 movie, because the first Avengers made, what was it? $207 million opening weekend. So then everyone was like, yo, Avengers Ultron is gonna make more, which statistically it should make more. So when it came out, and it only made $191,271,105. That's how much it made. Fell short of its, $207 million that the first one did. And everyone's thinking that because maybe Joss Whedon lost his steam, maybe the movie it wasn't as good, which a lot of people say it wasn't as good as the first one, because when something comes out for the first time, it's very hard to beat it. But it was still good. Everyone loved it. So statistically, it should have still made it. But I think that it didn't make it. Why? Because that was a fight when Mayweather fought Pacquiao. Mayweather fought Pacquiao when Avengers Ultron came out that weekend. And I broke it down that they would have made that money. They would have made that money because I looked at it. 4.4 million people paid for pay-per-view. So, if you take away, just not even saying all those people are going to watch the Avengers movie, but say half. So you got 2.2 million people that were going to watch the Avengers Ultron movie on Saturday, right? So average box office is about around, domestically, we're talking domestically, it's about $9 average. So you take the $9, times it by 2.5 million. What do you have? You have $19.8 million. That's what you have. You add that to the 191, and the 271, 109. You add that to that, you're gonna come up with $211 million and 71,109. That would have beat the old record. Even if they only made 40% of the people instead of half, 40%, that still would have came out to 207,111,109, which doesn't tie them, but it would still put them at a 207 million. In fact, it's a little bit lower than what the first Avengers, but it would have put them right up there. Now, what I'm saying is because a lot of people just think I've been watching critics and all these people talking about the Avengers movie, how it's not going to be. In fact, everyone's looking for the Infinity and wondering what records that's going to break. Well, I think it's probably might do pretty good. I don't know if it's going to beat the Star Wars, because the Star Wars just took 247 million. That's crazy. I don't see anyone taking that over for opening weekend, because it was just a whole different mixture. Granted, it's seeing all these people combined together in this universe that Marvel's made up. But if you look at what it was with Star Wars, you had these 3 prequels that were crap. So and everyone thought it was over after that. But then all of a sudden Disney bought Lucas, and then all of a sudden they're making a 7th film, and then that's when it swelled up. Everyone was like, "Oh, please make this, redeem it." So everybody was going to see this film all around the world. All around the world is going to see it. That's why it broke the records, and it's going to stay on top of the records, because I don't see anything beating that. But that's what I feel. That's what I thought, and I know normally I give some news, but like I said, there was nothing to find. I searched, and this was it. So I figured I'd just, break down the thing and tell you kind of my opinion, what I feel. If you guys feel the same way, comment below, like, subscribe. That's pretty much it. Remember, I got the Kickstarter, Patreon, I got the Twitter, and I even got an Instagram if you guys can find me. So I would say, you've just been notified, but, I probably will say it. I'm Wes Grant. You're watching Suburban Nerd. You've just been notified, because I told you, I broke it down as far as, the news. All right, catch you guys later.